So, a while ago we were talking about consciousness, and I said something just off the cuff that I can't seem to get out of my head. I don't know why, but take a look for yourself. I could cut your fingers off and you'd still be you. I could take your liver out and you'd still be you, but there must be a part that I can't take out, and it wouldn't be you anymore. It really got me thinking, just how many parts could you swap out before you're not you anymore? It reminds me of Cyberpunk, how if you have too many synthetic parts, you start to go nuts. Anyway, luckily for us, there's a thought experiment we can try that might help us figure it out. It's called the Ship of Theseus. Before you ask, I don't know why it's not just called Theseus's ship. I guess they wanted it to sound fancy. And by they, I mean Thomas Hobbes. As we've covered before, Hobbes was a dork, and he was not poggers. The ship of Theseus dates back to ancient Greece, but Hobbes is the one who modernized it. According to legend, King Minos— Wait, you mean the guy who everything he touches he turns into gold? No, that's King Midas. Get out of here. King Minos got rescued by a hero called Theseus, who had a really cool boat. No, cooler than that. That's more like it. To honor Theseus and his accomplishments, King Minos decided to keep the boat preserved in a museum. After a little while, a couple of boards get a bit old, lose their shine a bit, get a little dusty. No problem, says the king. We'll just replace them with some identical new ones. So he does, and the old ones get thrown in storage. Later, some boards get replaced, then a sail, some oars, some more boards, some metal bits. After a decade or two, every single part of that boat has been replaced. One lonely night, the king, as he often did before bed, took a short walk to go and look at the ship, all shiny and clean, and he says to himself, "Hey, wait a minute. If every part has been replaced one by one, is it really still Theseus's ship? And if it's not, when did it stop being it?" So the king walks back and retrieves himself to bed, shaking off the concerned questions from his servants. But as he lay in his huge, colorful bed, he does not rest, but rather tosses and turns. He just can't shake the thought. If that ship is not Theseus's ship, then where did Theseus's ship go? Theseus's. You know, I'm starting to get why Hobbes named it that. Suddenly, the king has an idea, and he springs out of bed, darting past the guards in his luxurious pink nightgown. All of the original pieces were still there, you remember, in storage. All he had to do was reconstruct the ship from those parts. Entering the storage room, he finds it pristinely organized, all the ship parts in beautifully separated piles. King Minos takes a deep breath, rolls up his sleeves, and gets to work. By the time dawn breaks, the townspeople have gathered to help the king finish building the boat, and the only thing left is to add the sail. Minos climbs aboard, feeling the aura emanating from the old familiar ship, and as the sail is attached, cheers abound from the eager crowd. Finally, Theseus's ship has returned. The king orders the newly rebuilt ship to be moved next to the other one in the museum, and it is swiftly done. Now the king realizes something even more inexplicable has taken place. The question on everyone's mind is, of course, which of these ships is the ship of Theseus? Take a minute to think about it, and write a comment explaining why. So, if you think that ship A is the ship of Theseus, you're wrong. It can't be, because it is physically completely different. If you think that ship B is the ship of Theseus, you're wrong. It can't be, because it was just built. And for the one you didn't pick, when exactly did it stop being the ship of Theseus? Remember, your own body is constantly shifting, cells dying and being replaced, molecules rearranging and dancing their weird little atomic dance. Are you really you? And how do you know? It seems there's no right answer after all. So, the next time you wonder about which parts of your body you could swap out while maintaining your identity, maybe just keep them where they are. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and leave a comment, and like the video. I hope to see you next time. Thanks.